We're going to unpack this with Martin Plaut. He's a fellow at the Institute of Commonwealth Studies and joins us live from London. Martin, thanks so much for coming onto this program. Now, Ethiopia's Prime Minister does have a background as a soldier. He fought in the war. He's also been a peacekeeper. So how unusual is it to see a move like this come from the leader of a country saying that he will take his country into battle and be on the front lines?
Well, in an Ethiopian context, really, it's not that unusual. Ethiopian kings, and he sees himself sort of in that light, traditionally led their troops into battle. So it is not that surprising. At the same time, there's a long tradition of political leaders, essentially political leaders, making terrible mistakes on the battlefield. So, I mean, how much he'll really contribute, I mean, perhaps to morale, but whether he'll really contribute to the battle is hard to see.
It is rather ironic that a Nobel Peace Prize winner does seem to be focusing on a war rhetoric at a time when some are saying that a diplomatic solution is a better way forward to end the civil war. But is this diplomatic solution still possible, do you think, at this stage?
Possible, yes, but quite frankly, it's been on the cards from the very beginning. The African Union put forward mediators. They were accepted by the Ethiopian president within the first couple of weeks of this war in November last year. But Prime Minister Abiy rejected the initiative, and he's gone on blocking attempts to negotiate some kind of solution. In essence, there's really no way forward now, I think, except for a military one. I mean, maybe I'll be wrong, and perhaps something will be pulled out of the bag. But at the moment, it looks like the international community is certainly preparing for a military solution.
And a military solution is surely a frightening one for a country that has been through so much, especially those in the north of the country that are feeling the effects of this ongoing civil war, a humanitarian crisis playing out there. So what does the Tplf want in all of this? They are advancing towards the capital quite quickly. But what are they wanting to get out of all of this?
Well, what they want is two things, in essence. One is to break the stranglehold on their region. As your colleague pointed out, there are at least 400,000 people inside Tigray, which is being strangled by a blockade, who are on the edge of starvation. So they want to be able to get food to everybody concerned. They also have tens of thousands of Ethiopian troops that they now have to feed. So this is a huge burden on them, and the food must get through. For about a month, no food has got through. So that's the first priority. The second one is to reestablish, in a sense, what the Tigrayans had before they were ousted from power in 2018, which is a system of ethnic federalism, where they don't try and centralize all power, but put power out towards the regions. That was at least the theory. Whether it happened in reality is a different question. But that would be one way forward. And they have made a nine-person or now nine-ethnic group alliance, which they signed in Washington a couple of weeks ago, and that would be the way that they would try and rule Ethiopia if they get to Addis, which could be sooner than people think. May I just point out one thing? Your colleague suggested they were coming down the road. That's actually not quite true. The place they've been going through is the mountains. The Tigrayans are past masters of fighting their way through the most difficult terrain. They are now heading towards Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa, on 5 separate fronts. And that is the problem that's facing Prime Minister Abiy.
Yeah, really a frightening situation on all fronts there. Martin Plaut, appreciate your analysis on this. Live to us there from London.